Hello mermaids! So today I will be talking to you about the new Sephora+Pantone Universe Color of the Year palette. There are 25 colors in this palette. There are 6 quads and 1 lonely color, which is the color of the year in Radiant Orchid. For this palette there are basically 3 names. Each quad has a name. Each individual color has a name, which is found on the back of the palette. And inside there's also this clear sheet that has the name of the quad and the number of each color. So I kind of wish on the back that it would also say the quad's name, because I'm going to associate the color more with the quad name than with the color name. It's easier to remember it that way. So let's start off with the bad about this palette. The bad is that constant fallout, so much fallout. It even falls out in the palette, so it does get kind of messy. One of the big bads for me is that when I was swatching these colors, they are so patchy, which means like you can't just sweep and it won't be consistently even through the entire sweep. So you really have to layer and press on, and to the point there are some colors where I'm pressing really hard, and you know, it's like you're pressing a pen to a piece of paper and you're scribbling away and getting out the last of the color you can. So yeah, that was the big bad for me. Another note to make of is about 3 of the colors swatch the same. And those colors are Pink Champagne, Dawn, and Sheer Pink. Let's move on to the good side. Most of these colors are very pigmented. However, they still kind of swatch unevenly, so you just really gotta fill in all of those little bare spots it leaves behind. I really like the packaging. I just like the gradient effect on the palette. And then this mirror is awesome. It's really big. It's the size of the palette. I used it when I was doing the look, and you know, it stays when you angle it, so that's always a good thing. The color choices are very versatile, so I do like some of the colors. So it's really a 50-50 situation. If you want 25 colors for $50, that's actually a really good deal, because there are palettes that come with half of that amount of color choice for the same price. I will say that this palette is probably the best that the Sephora+Pantone Universe has ever. I will say that this palette is probably the best so far that the Sephora+Pantone Universe line has produced. It's a win-lose situation. Some of the colors are just, I don't like them, but some of them are really pigmented and pretty. My favorite quads in this palette, because they contain some of my favorite colors, the most pigmented, most metallic, most color payoff colors. Birds of Paradise, Venus Rising, Primal Flower. I will say that I was disappointed in the Color of the Year color pan at the bottom. It's not that pigmented, and it's one of the patchy colors as you apply it. So, I mean, the decision is yours. I will probably, these colors are pigmented. Some of them I used Too Faced primer on all of them, and it was still kind of hard to bring up. I think the color also starts to fade even though with a primer. So I would probably recommend a better base, like a base from Sigma, or maybe even like a white eyeliner pencil crayon that you can just use that as a base and apply the colors on top. It did seem like when I applied the colors with a wet brush, there was definitely more color pigmentation. It was definitely easier to apply. Of course, it kept the fallout to stop from falling out onto my cheeks and face. I hope this was helpful. The eye look I am wearing right now is from the Quad Primal Flower. If you want a tutorial or you have any questions or requests or anything, leave them in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a magical day. Bye-bye.